Hey everyone, and welcome to Basta's Mind. You know how sometimes history feels like a dusty old textbook? Well, today we're tossing out the textbook and diving headfirst into the wild, wacky and surprisingly operatic story of the Belgian Revolution. I'm serious about the opera part. Did you know that this entire revolution, a full-blown upheaval that redrew the map of Europe, was sparked by a performance at a theatre? We're talking mistaken identities, star-crossed lovers, and a whole lot of national pride bubbling over in the audience. So, buckle up, history fans, because we're about to explore a revolution fueled by art, ambition, and maybe a dash of really bad timing. Let's get started. Okay, so before we get to the opera that started it all, we need to rewind a bit. It's 1830, and Europe is still figuring itself out after the Napoleonic Wars. Imagine a map where countries are constantly shifting, borders are more like suggestions, and everyone is kind of on edge. Belgium at this point wasn't its own independent nation. Nope. It was lumped together with the Netherlands in this kind of forced union that, frankly, not everyone was thrilled about. You see, the southern part of the Netherlands, which we now know as Belgium, was predominantly Catholic. The north, on the other hand, was mostly Protestant, and if history has taught us anything, it's that religious differences can sometimes make things a little tense. On top of that, you had economic disparities, language barriers, French in the south, Dutch in the north, and a general feeling that the South was getting the short end of the stick in this whole arrangement. Think about it. Different religions, different languages, different economic realities. It's like trying to mix oil and water. It just wasn't a recipe for a happy, unified country. Resentment simmered, tensions rose, and all it took was a single spark to ignite the flames of revolution. And that spark, my friends, came from the most unexpected of places, the Opera House. So, picture this, Brussels, August 25th, 1830. A packed house at the Théâtre Royal de la Monnaie. The air crackles with anticipation because tonight's performance is a big deal. It's the opera La Mouette de Portici, the mute girl of Portici. A story about a 17th century Neapolitan fisherman's revolt against Spanish rule. The music is soaring, the drama is intense, and the audience is completely captivated. Now remember what I said about simmering resentment and cultural tensions? Well, this opera, with its themes of oppression, rebellion and fighting for freedom, hit a nerve. When the protagonist, Masaniello, passionately cries out for liberty, it's as if he's singing directly to the hearts of the Belgian audience. People are on the edge of their seats, tears are streaming down faces, and then it happens. As the curtain falls on the final act, the audience erupts. This isn't just applause, it's a full-blown frenzy. People are cheering, shouting, and suddenly those cries of bravo morph into something more potent, more defiant. Vive la liberté! The energy is electric, contagious, as the theatre-goers spill out onto the streets of Brussels. They carry that revolutionary fervour with them. What started as a night at the opera has transformed into a spontaneous outburst of national identity, a collective cry for independence. This is how a performance, a work of art, became the unlikely catalyst for a revolution that would change the course of European history. Chapter 3. The Brabantine. What if a Belgian revolution before Belgium? Now, before we get to the actual revolution that birthed modern Belgium, let's take a detour into the world of what-ifs. You see, about a century before the events of 1830, there was this other uprising in the same region called the Brabant Revolution. It was all about resisting Austrian rule, and for a hot minute it actually looked like these revolutionaries might pull it off. Imagine, if you will, a world where the Brabantine Revolution had succeeded. What would a Belgian nation in, say, the late 1700s have looked like? Would it have been a haven for Enlightenment ideals, a beacon of democracy amidst a sea of monarchies? Or would it have crumbled under the weight of its own internal divisions, a cautionary tale of a revolution gone wrong? It's a fascinating thought experiment, this idea of Belgium emerging on the world stage a century earlier. Would it have been swept up in the Napoleonic Wars, forced to choose sides in a continental conflict? Would it have become a colonial power itself, carving out its own slice of the world? We'll never know for sure, but exploring these alternate histories reminds us that nothing is inevitable. Every revolution, every historical event is a culmination of choices, chances, and sometimes just plain luck. The Brabantine Revolution might have fizzled out, but its legacy lived on, a whisper of what could have been, a prelude to the storm that was brewing in the hearts of the Belgian people. Chapter 4. From the sublime to the ridiculous independence stories that'll make you laugh and cringe. Okay, so revolution's a serious business full of drama, sacrifice, and world-altering consequences. But as with most things in history, there's also a healthy dose of the absurd mixed in. Take, for example, the tale of Iceland's independence. Now, you might imagine fierce Vikings battling for their freedom, right? Well, not quite. Iceland basically achieved independence in 1944 because Denmark, its colonizer, was a tad busy being occupied by the Nazis. It's like showing up to an empty classroom and declaring yourself the teacher because the actual teacher is, slightly indisposed. Then there's the story of the Conch Republic, a micronation that seceded from the United States for a hot minute back in 1982. It all started as a protest against a border patrol checkpoint that was hurting tourism in Key West, Florida. They even declared war on the US using stale Cuban bread as weapons naturally, and then immediately surrendered, demanding foreign aid. It didn't last long, but hey, points for creativity, right? From accidental independence to bread-based warfare, these strange stories remind us that history isn't always about grand narratives and epic battles. Sometimes it's about quirky characters, bizarre coincidences, and a healthy dose of human absurdity. Chapter 5. Stay curious, stay informed. The adventure continues on Basta's mind. And that, my friends, is how an opera, a clash of cultures, and a healthy dose of historical what-ifs led to the birth of modern Belgium. It's a story full of drama, intrigue, and a few head-scratching moments along the way. But that's the beauty of history, isn't it? It's a tapestry woven from the threads of human experience, a never-ending saga of ambition, conflict, and the enduring quest for freedom. If you found this deep dive into the Belgian Revolution as fascinating as I did, then do me a favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow and allows me to keep bringing you these stories from the vault of history. And while you're at it, why not subscribe to Basta's Mind so you don't miss out on any future explorations of the past? Because believe me, we've only just scratched the surface. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep exploring the endlessly fascinating world of history. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Belgian Revolution, don't forget to like and subscribe to Basta's Mind for more amazing stories from history. We've got a whole lot more fascinating historical tales, what-if scenarios, and maybe even a few more opera-fueled revolutions up our sleeves. So hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and get ready to explore the past with us. See you in the next video. Gap 2S. While the Belgian Revolution was a pivotal moment in history, its aftermath was equally significant. Belgium's independence in 1830 didn't just change the map, it altered the course of European politics. The new nation became a buffer state between France and Germany, influencing diplomatic relations for decades to come. Gap 2S. The Industrial Revolution in Belgium also played a critical role in shaping the economic landscape of Europe. With its burgeoning industries, the country quickly became one of the most industrialized regions on the continent. This economic boom led to advancements in technology and infrastructure that rippled across Europe. Gap 2S. Moreover, Belgium's unique position as a neutral state was enshrined in international law, a status that would have profound implications during both world wars. The concept of a neutral Belgium influenced the strategies and decisions of major powers, highlighting the country's importance on the global stage. Gap 2S. So while the revolution may have started with an opera, its effects were far-reaching and long-lasting. Belgium's journey from a rebellious province to a key player in European affairs is a testament to the enduring impact of revolutionary movements. Gap 2S. Want to learn more about how other revolutions have shaped the world? Stay tuned to Basta's Mind for more deep dives into the fascinating twists and turns of history. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep revolutionizing your understanding of the past. Gap 2S. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more captivating historical content. See you in the next video. Gap 2S. As we transition from the historical legacy of the Belgian Revolution, let's explore how modern Belgium continues to embody the spirit of change and innovation. This small yet influential country has made remarkable strides in various fields, proving that its revolutionary roots still run deep. Gap 2S. Today, Belgium is known for its thriving arts scene, cutting-edge technology, and progressive social policies. The country has become a hub for international diplomacy, hosting key institutions like the European Union and NATO. Gap 2S. This strategic positioning underscores Belgium's ongoing influence in shaping global policies and fostering international cooperation. Economically, Belgium remains a powerhouse. Its advanced infrastructure, strategic location, and highly skilled workforce make it a vital player in global trade. Gap 2S. From pioneering advancements in renewable energy to leading innovations in biotechnology, Belgium's contributions to modern science and industry are profound. Culturally, Belgium's rich heritage continues to inspire. The country is renowned for its contributions to music, literature, and visual arts. Gap 2S. Belgian artists and creators push boundaries, blending tradition with modernity to create works that resonate on a global scale. So, while the Belgian Revolution may be a chapter in history, its spirit lives on in the modern nation. Belgium's journey from a revolutionary hotbed to a beacon of progress and innovation is a testament to the enduring power of change. Gap 2S. Want to keep up with more stories of transformation and impact? Stay connected to Basta's Mind for more captivating insights into the forces that shape our world. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep revolutionizing your perspective. Gap 2S. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more engaging historical content. See you in the next video.